Let's get some more analysis on this. Hasan Mahmud is a Bangladesh affairs analyst and professor of sociology at Northwestern University in Qatar. He joins us now from Doha. Thank you very much for giving us your time. Hasan, the funeral has taken place. We saw scenes of it there, huge numbers of people attending there for Osman Hadi. With reports emerging that he was allegedly shot by masked gunmen, are we any closer to knowing who could be responsible for this?
Thank you for having me. Today I'm speaking not as only a commentator, but as someone who knew Hadi in person. So it is very difficult time for me to talk about Hadi in past tense. It is incredibly difficult because it is so emotional as well as personal. However, the question you asked me is really something that I believe most people in Bangladesh also are asking themselves: who is the killer and why he was killed? There may be a number of reasons. There may be a multiple potential actors who might have killed Sharif Osman Hadi, but the official investigation is ongoing, and so I don't endorse any of the conspiration theories or any speculation, wild speculation. But whoever it is, the public demand is that the assassin must be captured and put to proper justice.
Hasan, first of all, I just want to say very sorry for your loss. I didn't realise that you personally knew Hadi. In terms of the support he's getting, clearly so much support, so many people at his funeral, as I say. And you mentioned there now that there is an investigation that's being called for by the UN Secretary General and others. Is there fears within the country in Bangladesh that this could destabilise the elections that are due to be held in 2 months' time?
Of course, it's a very important question, and many people are concerned about it. However, the funeral for Hadi today, we see like more than 1 million of people participating. For someone who doesn't have any party affiliation, someone who doesn't have a prolonged political career, it is unprecedented in the history of the nation, which is what kind of like demonstrates that people in the majority people in Bangladesh are extremely encouraged and committed to uphold Hadi's ideas and Hadi's path towards political activism that is inclusive, democratic, and that is non-violent. So in that, by watching this, I am strongly in favor of a straight path towards reconstruction, toward a transition to peaceful transition to democratic system. And therefore, I think the concern about possibility of chaos, possibility of disruption in the upcoming general election is already overshadowed. I'm very much hopeful that things will go as we expect.
What was Hadi so passionate about politically? Because he was leading these young people who clearly have a lot of dissatisfaction.
This is really interesting because, Hadi is one of his kind, because there were a few other, like half a dozen of other young leaders who led the 2024 uprising that put to an end to that long-lasting authoritarian regime. However, Hadi became like someone unique by his commitment, total commitment to the cultural and moral rebuilding of the nation instead of forming or joining an existing political party, right? So what he did, he established what we call Inkilab Manch, a movement born out of the July spirit, one that embraces Muslim identity while remaining deeply inclusive and democratic. Right. So within a few months, his selflessness, his gentle manner, his relentless work ethic, and his uncompromising integrity made him the most beloved youth leader in the country. Right. And also, what set apart from everyone else is not only his popularity, but his moral courage. his readiness to challenge the cultural dominance of the past regime, as well as to intellectually confront both internal and external forces that used to shape Bangladesh's political narrative. So I think this is an uniqueness in Hadi, which is not so much, present in other political leaders, like older generation or new generation. That's
Okay.
what I think is explains the overwhelming presence of people in his funeral.
Okay, well, Hasan Mahmud, thank you very much for joining us, especially at this difficult time for you personally. Thank you.
Thank you for having me.